Welcome to today's video, where we'll be exploring the life and work of Richard Hamilton, a British artist often called the father of pop art. Known for blending fine art with popular culture, Hamilton used collage, painting, and design to comment on modern life, consumerism, and mass media. In this lesson, we'll look at his most famous works, his role in shaping the pop art movement, and why his influence is still felt in the art world today. Let's dive in and discover how Richard Hamilton helped change the way we see art and the world around us. Richard Hamilton was a British artist widely regarded as the father of pop art, known for his ability to bridge the realms of fine art and popular culture. Through his innovative use of collage, painting, and design, Hamilton offered a critical lens on themes such as consumerism, mass media, and the evolving nature of modern life. His work played a foundational role in shaping the visual language of post-war art, particularly in the way it embraced and interrogated the imagery of everyday culture. Born in London in 1922, Hamilton developed an early interest in the visual arts, which led him to study at the prestigious Royal Academy of Arts. His formal training continued at the Slade School of Fine Art, where he further refined his artistic sensibilities. Hamilton's early influences included the avant-garde movements of Dada and Surrealism, as well as the groundbreaking work of Marcel Duchamp. He held a deep admiration for Duchamp's conceptual approach, which emphasized the idea behind the artwork as much as, if not more than, its aesthetic value. This intellectual framework became a guiding principle throughout Hamilton's career, positioning him as a key figure in the transition from modernist to postmodernist art practices. In 1956, Richard Hamilton created the groundbreaking collage Just What Is It That Makes Today's Homes So Different, So Appealing, a seminal work that is widely considered one of the first examples of pop art. The piece juxtaposed cutouts of idealized consumer goods, pop culture icons, and overtly sexualized imagery to critique the growing materialism and visual culture of post-war society. Its bold composition and use of commercial aesthetics set the tone for a movement that would redefine the relationship between art and everyday life. Swinging London 67, done between 1968 and 1969 by Richard Hamilton, is based on a press photo of Mick Jagger and art dealer Robert Fraser handcuffed after a drug raid. The work explores themes of celebrity, authority, and media sensationalism. It critiques the moral panic of the 1960s and highlights how the media shapes public perception through scandal and spectacle. The Citizen, done between 1981 to 1983, is a powerful portrait of an Irish Republican hunger striker, blending religious imagery with political protest. Part of Hamilton's The Troubles triptych, the work highlights themes of martyrdom and the human cost of the Northern Ireland conflict. My Marilyn, 1965, features a grid of press photos of Marilyn Monroe marked with X's and scribbles, mimicking editorial decisions. The work explores themes of fame, media control, and the manufactured nature of celebrity, critiquing how the media both glamorizes and consumes female icons. Interior 2, 1964, is a painting by Richard Hamilton inspired by a photograph from an interior design magazine. The work explores themes of domesticity, consumerism, and the idealized modern home, reflecting Hamilton's interest in how advertising and media shape perceptions of everyday life. Through its sleek, photorealistic style, the piece highlights his ongoing fascination with modern design and the visual language of commercial culture. Richard Hamilton extended his influence beyond the gallery walls by designing the iconic cover for the Beatles' 1968 self-titled album, famously known as the White Album. Invited by Paul McCartney, Hamilton took a radically minimalist approach, creating a stark white sleeve with the band's name subtly embossed and, on early pressings, a unique serial number to give the mass-produced object a sense of individuality. This design stood in deliberate contrast to the vibrant, crowded cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, offering a conceptual statement that let the music speak for itself while critiquing celebrity culture and commercial branding. The result is one of the most recognizable and influential album covers of all time, an early and powerful fusion of conceptual art and popular music, and a lasting example of Hamilton's impact on both art and pop culture history. Richard Hamilton inspired many younger artists, and was also a teacher to famous names like David Hockney. His work made people think about the world around them in new ways, using everyday images to make powerful statements.